Alright, I'd like to show you something. As if this tank wasn't customized enough, I mean, this used to be a TV. Like, for real though. What happened was, this lamp, it was supposed to, and it even says on the inside, this hood, and, man, I paid a lot for this hood. So I don't know why. I mean, when I say a lot, I mean 40 to 50. That's a lot to me. And I don't know why, but it only came with one switch, like I said before. I had another one installed. Okay. When it says don't run on the inside more than 25 on each side because it's used to running both at the same time. Well, instead of both at the same time, which this isn't why I did this or why I made two switches. I made two switches so it was convenient, so I didn't have to, like, when it was nighttime, unscrew the hot ass bulb and screw in the nighttime bulb and move the hood and disturb the animal. They really don't like that. Okay, well, I put 75 watts on both sides running at different times, but I don't know if you can see this, it did not come work like that. And that was so damn hot that my finger was about to go through it, and I'm not even playing. So what I did is customized it. I took some rag and some aluminum foil. Just got a big sheet of it. I pulled it out, cut it off, put it on my and then took a rag and then folded it in my, like, aluminum foil or whatever. And so it was like insulation inside of aluminum foil, and I tucked it. You can see that. Look. That's where the light, that right there is where the hood ends, that little plastic lining. That's where that hood actually ends, but I, like, mounted it to right on the edge of this reflector that is on the hood. So it's like a little piece with cloth in it. I hope it works. And this one, it had, like, it was a very odd shape because when he remounted it, obviously he used more wires. So all those wires that had a little plastic box that it went in. I don't know if I have that right now. Nah, I don't know where I did with it. But that little box that went right there, it didn't fit back over it with the new wires because it was made, you know, the companies make stuff, they don't use any extra plastic or any extra screws. They do the bare minimum to get the money, you know, get your profit. And so it didn't fit. So I couldn't put that little case back on there because it looked slick. And so I had to, it was all electrical tapeable with even this light on all the way on this side. This was like, the electrical tape was like melting. And so I took another one of those that was perfectly, it looked like that one, but I kind of molded it over. And I didn't even tape it up there, just kind of stuck to it. And I hope that works. So, yeah, I'm gonna do another video. Well, no, I guess I'll do it in this video. An old ass TV. This is where the speaker box was. I cut it all out. Put glass, I mean, not glass. I put a, what is that? Plexiglass. I made a door, like, straight up. I made the frame and everything. Put the little support things. And then I have the screen. I spray painted the whole thing flat black, even the screen. I got, like, backsplash. What we used for backsplash, we used tiny tiles, and I took that, what we had left, and then I got this from Petco. That's really expensive. Like, I hated them getting away with, like, you know, getting that much money out of me for some damn exo-terra cord, whatever. But this actually works, and it works really well. And I took it and I drilled through this side, comes out on that side. I show that in like every video. I'm so damn proud of it. And then with the top one that droops down with all this, because that's what it comes like, but I wrapped all this shit that I got this from like China. Like I ordered it off eBay. I was trying to do everything as cheap as possible, and it came about 216 inches of it. Well, that's a fucking anagram for a devil, but some of it. And what I did was from this side I just drilled a hole, and then from the outside I screwed a screw all the way in through the particle board, because it's not all, you know, this is particle. That's why I did this, because particle board would melt and mold, and I can't have that because a lot of moisture is in chameleon cages. You didn't know? Now you do. And so I screwed a screw in that way so it was sticking out. Then I took a cork and I twisted it on there, and then with the width of that I matched it to a drill bit, and I drilled down and then bent that little thing, little curve, and put it in there, and then did that on both sides. And I took some screen that was actually from that TV and put on there, but then in the back here, crickets can get out of that and stuff. If I put screen over that and screen over that, in the very back, a little fan, keep circulation going. And there's my hood. That was pretty customized too. Like, I took the same screen over here that I got from Home Depot, and let's let it focus, and cut it out. First I put this hood on, traced that hood out, saw exactly where I thought it would look. Hold on. Where I thought it would look good on this tank, and I traced that hood, cut it out with the circular saw. That wasn't fun. That was kind of hard. And then I guesstimated and cut a screen from the big roll that it comes in. Took some screws from an old skateboard, drilled a hole through that, lined it up to where it went through one of them little squares, and put that on. And that's in all the corners of that screen. And then I used a little bit of hot glue, which is like molting and dripping. And then I took some of the leaves that I bought from off eBay for real cheap and kind of put it all over the back to make it not look so shitty, for lack of a better term. And what else? Little mealworms are going. And then I bought this from a exotic pet shop here in, like, well, technically I live in like Houston, Texas / Katy / Cypress, Texas. But this is out like farther than, a little farther than Tomball. It's a cool little shop. This dude has like anacondas and this big ass tegu that's like longer than my damn dresser. And anyway, I took that and I drilled holes of what I thought a screw would be, because I had a flat side, so got a little idea, and I screwed some screws in there while holding it, and that was kind of awkward, but it doesn't go anywhere. So that's like mounted in there, and that might be it. Little water fountain I got off Craigslist for 20 bucks. It looks plaster. I actually thought it was when I went all the way out there. It's a spring branch, but it's that's styrofoam. It's not plastic. And as for my chameleon, she is really not liking me. Like, I just got her today. Like, this video is, it's really ignorant to shoot a video and disturb her when you just get her. Like, she needs to chill out. And, well, she's like right there. You can't see at all. Like, you're not gonna be able to. I can barely see her with my eyes, let alone this camera. Yeah, she's in there. She's right there. So yeah, I thought it was plaster, but it's not. But you know what? It works, and that's all that matters. And then back here with that fan, I had like something that my like great grandfather had made by hand. It was like a little like shelf thing. Let me see if I can get it. And that's what that fan is sitting on. It like you can like tack it into the wall, so it's perfect in the corner. And then this thing is on like a swivel. See those two levels? That thing, this whole terrarium will swivel, but I got it backed against the wall perfect. So yeah, the only thing I wish I could have done better was got the back wall a little more waterproof and mesh a little finer, because the crickets can fit through it. which I really still don't know what I'm gonna do. And I wish I would have painted all this more, spray painted the inside. That's what I wish I would have done. And man, I don't know. I wish these doors would have worked better. If you look at these alignment on these doors, it's completely screwed. So what I've done, because I'm balling on a budget right now, is I'll latch it right there and it has a little lock, but it's still like, you can see it, it's not very aligned. So right here, I've drilled a hole all the way through the bottom, and this little Allen wrench pin right here goes through. It'll come out the bottom, and I just turn it, and that locks it. That locks everything. Everything's real tight and locked, because this door was already the door that was well off. This door was janky as shit, and these hinges, forget about it. If I was to ever try to do something like that again, you get screws about this long with a big drill. So like, even with the screwdriver it didn't work, and like trying to keep it aligned and keeping it slow so you don't crack any wood, like this was tough, but it's well worth it, because I'm really gonna enjoy having my little critters in here in years down the road. Maybe even a green tree python, not sure yet. I might stick with chameleons, because so far she doesn't like me, but I love all reptiles and shit like that. See if this is my girl right there. She's gonna make me a lot of money one day. Well, for not having any bills to pay. She's a het albino 100%. And I have my bow in there, but she's never happy to see anybody. So yeah, that's my little if you buy a hood like this, how to customize it, you know, because they don't have a I forget what it's called, but it's a little thing to make sure too much power isn't getting anywhere, so you can splice the wires and rerun wires, because some, if they have this little adapter thing, I mean, it's too complicated. You'd have to solder a bunch of stuff. So this doesn't have that, so it's pretty easy to just run another wire to each light. Because when it comes apart real easy. And so that's what my uncle did. I mean, I couldn't have done it. I don't have the brains for it. But my uncle did it no problem. And I really appreciate it, because made it all better. And then that gets ridiculously hot, so I just, you know how I fixed that. I already went on and on and on about that. But yeah, this is my chameleon cage.